Chris and Ellie. Today, you're pledging your love for each other and making a willing commitment as you enter this next chapter of your lives. Today, you make a choice to bind your lives together in marriage. Now, you've already chosen well, or we wouldn't be standing here today. But today will just be the first of many choices as you choose how to show up in your marriage and to continue showing up with the love, respect and good humour that'll keep you going throughout the good days and the bad.
Your eyes are the color of the sunflowers, so radiant, wild and free. And the world stops spinning, I lose track of all the hours. There's no place I'd rather be. We are two hearts intertwined. I can see it in your eyes, like the sun that beats the morning sky. We are perfect, perfectly aligned. Our love keeps growing like a melody unfolding. These days are like a symphony. There's nothing sweeter. I could stay right here forever to hear the sound of your heartbeat. We are two hearts intertwined. I can see it.
Beautiful.
Like the stars that fill the darkest night. We are perfect.
That's funny, but I don't really know how to do it. But I'll give it a go.
It's in your eyes. I can feel it lifting off the ground. Just take my hand.
It doesn't look very good.
Move it at the speed of sound. Move it at the speed of sound. Your eyes are the color of the sunflowers.
Speechless.
Wild and free.
Sensational.
And the world stops spinning. I lose track of all the hours.
Yeah.
There's no place I'd rather.
I've got this for you, but
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. I'm not very skilled at putting it on.
I suppose it'd go in there, doesn't it?
Maybe. Oh yeah.
They say that sometimes love starts with a spark, and that might be true. But if I were to wish you a love, I wouldn't wish fire for you. Fire is powerful, it burns bright, and then it's gone. It's beautiful and warm, but it doesn't last long. So instead of wishing you a love that burns, I wish you a love like a river twists and turns. It changes and it flows, it's powerful and free. but it consistently finds its way back to the sea. And so like the water, I hope your love is ever growing, ever changing. I hope your love is powerful and free, and may you always find each other like a river finds the sea.
So, as you all know, marriage is not just about two individuals joining together. Chris and Ellie's family are now going to be joining together through this bond of marriage. So for the next part, I'm going to invite Jenny and Karen up to take part in our candle lighting ceremony. So good luck getting over this dress on your way up here. Chris, maybe you want to just... Representing each side of the family, our mums are going to light a candle each to symbolise Chris and Ellie's separate life before their formal union as a married couple. Okay, so one each for you, and you've got the... Oh, we got a dud. Hey! Okay. Lovely. So, in a partnership of equals, such as the one that Chris and Ellie have, each partner cares for each other through both the difficult times and the good times. They'll share laughter and tears, joy as well as sadness, and the companionship and peacefulness of simply being together. But at the same time, they'll continue to respect each other's individuality and uniqueness, and this is symbolised by our two candles. So our mums are now going to bring those flames together to light our third candle, symbolising the joining together of two families and the union of Chris and Ellie's lives in their marriage. So Chris and Ellie, these three candles will shine forth as symbols of both your togetherness and your continuing individuality, brightened by the warmth of your mother's love, shown and represented by all of your families here today. Thank you very much, mums. Thank you.
Chris, standing here today, I can hardly believe how lucky I am to be marrying you. You are everything I could have hoped for: loyal, dependable, patient, mostly, and endlessly kind. Through all the time we spent apart while I was living abroad, through difficult jobs and navigating life in difficult places, this right here is all we could have ever dreamed of. When we're together, I feel complete, and you make it easy for me to be my truest self. You're the calm to all my worries and have taught me not to take life too seriously. We've achieved so much already, building our careers, buying our homes, travelling to amazing places, but the moments I love the most are the simple ones, just us at home doing life together. I love how much everyone loves you, and I feel so proud and grateful to become your wife. So here are my promises to you. I promise to be patient when you lose your phone, your keys, your wallet. I promise to be silly, to make you laugh, and to never let us lose the fun that makes us who we are. I promise to always be open and honest so we can grow stronger through every challenge. I can't wait to begin this next chapter, to continue building our life, and one day, hopefully, start a family of our own.
Me too. Ellie, the start of our journey was not the most straightforward. After we met, we almost immediately had to contend with being thousands of miles apart. This meant we had to take things only one day at a time, but each of those days only showed me that I wanted so many more with you. I feel incredibly lucky to have shared that over the past 9 years. I would do all of those long distance calls and visits again just to be standing here today. I want to say thank you. Thank you for the laughter we share every day. Thank you for your unwavering support, even when I have particularly questionable ideas. Thank you for always caring so much about others. You consistently put other people first, even if it means putting yourself last. Thank you for patiently listening to me moan and rant about absolutely everything every day. Thank you for showing me you love me every day, and I promise to show you the same. I promise to be open and honest with you, to be consistently there for you, and I promise to always try to pick you up when you feel down. And in those moments, I promise to be your mirror and reflect back everything that I love about you. I promise to always try to make you snort when you laugh and to never take life too seriously. I love you.
So without further ado, Scott, can we have the rings?
Do you want me to keep the
Pop
book?
them. Yeah, just pop them up here. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, so Chris, you're going to go first.
Okay.
And you're going to put the ring on Ellie, just the tip of her fingers now, and then we'll slide it on after. Okay, lovely. So, Chris, if you would now please repeat the following words after me. I, Christopher John Maguire,
I, Christopher John Maguire,
sincerely declare
sincerely declare
that I accept you, Eleanor Rose Bates,
that I accept you, Eleanor Rose Bates,
as my lawfully wedded wife.
as my lawfully wedded wife.
Amazing. Ellie, it's your turn. Okay, same again. So Ellie, if you would like to repeat after me. I, Eleanor Rose Bates,
I, Eleanor Rose Bates,
sincerely declare
sincerely declare
that I accept you, Christopher John Maguire,
that I accept you, Christopher John Maguire,
as my lawfully wedded husband.
as my lawfully wedded husband.
Fantastic. You got this, you got this. This is why we go to the gym.
There we go. I got fat knuckles.
Ellie and Chris, you have chosen to marry and have pledged your love, respect and commitment for each other. You've promised to stand by each other throughout your lives. So I now have the most incredible duty of declaring you, Chris and Ellie, to be husband and wife. Give it up, everyone! Give her a kiss!
Another lipstick over my face there.
Hold on to the thunder, shaking in your bones. You got a song worth singing, and a fire to lead you home. Keep on running, keep on running. Keep on running, running into the light. Bitterness will break you, eat your heart alive. But the wilderness can teach you to let love be the guide. You got a song worth singing, and a fire to lead you on. Keep on running, keep on running. Keep on running.
talking about the bride, who I think you'll all agree looks absolutely stunning on her special day today. I'm most proud of her being the first in our family to go to university, and a prestigious one at that. I recall being massively jealous when dropping her off at Edinburgh Uni, as I never went myself. It's always said you want things for your kids that you didn't have, and it was certainly true in this case. Finally, I'd best not forget to mention again how beautiful she looks today and how proud I was to walk her down the aisle. Now on to the groom. I'd like to take this opportunity to formally welcome Chris into the family. I first met Chris during a visit to Edinburgh to see Ellie. We'd known there was someone in the background for a while, and Ellie decided it was the right time for us all to meet him, the dreaded family interview. We spent a pleasant evening in a restaurant before going our separate ways. Seems a nice lad, said my mum. This was a glowing maternal review for a first meeting. Then she said, could you understand much of what he was saying? Not a word, says I, and I watched a whole series of Rab C. Nesbitt to prepare for the occasion too. We did, of course, meet many times after that, and Chris has become part of the furniture now for several years. So much so now that I can almost understand him perfectly. And I've got used to his traditional Scottish sayings like, I canna find my keys or my phone. So, final thoughts. The speech writing guide on the internet suggested I should give some advice on marriage. But I thought better of that, as my own track record isn't great in this area. So, anyway, the best advice I could come up with, and something which applies to all and any sorts of relationships, is don't fight with each other, fight for each other. So finally, I'd like to propose a toast, and I'd like you all to join me in wishing Chris and Ellie a long and happy and prosperous married life. So would you all please stand and raise your glasses to the happy couple, Chris and Ellie Maguire.
On behalf of everyone in the room, including myself, I would like to extend a thank you to Ellie for organising today and inviting us all along. There's no way it would have been anywhere near as good if you weren't in charge, so thank you for that. Thank you to those who have travelled from further afield. Obviously, as Carol mentioned, some people have travelled hundreds of miles to be here today, and we both really appreciate the effort. We also really appreciate everyone being here on a Sunday. So to those who have booked hotels, booked tomorrow off work, hopefully, so you can get nice and pissed up. Please know how much we do appreciate it. A big cheers to you all for making the effort. Yeah, you can. That's one for you. You can go for yourself. And now on to the most important person in the room, my wife Ellie. It really is such a privilege to be able to stand up here today and tell everyone how much you mean to me. Ellie, you're the most beautiful, kind, compassionate and intelligent person I've ever known. The thought of coming home to you every day always makes me smile. I feel so lucky to be here today and to have a future together. I promise to try and make you smile every day. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please be upstanding again, and a toast to my beautiful wife, Ellie.
As this is his wedding day, I won't go into how much of a deviant the clean-cut young man you see before you is. There will be no stories about how he lost his virginity or anything like that. Although that is quite a good story, so if you'd like to ask any of the boys over there later in the day, I'm sure they'd be happy to tell you. You'll have heard the celebrant mention that we've been friends since about the age of 4 or 5. But one story comes to mind for me whenever I think about a true bond of friendship being made. Around the age of 8 or 9, we're in the playground discussing the weekend's football fixtures and a blossoming interest in music. As two entrepreneurial young men wanted a way to display this and keep our pals on top of both scenes. We thought we'd not long been taught how to access the internet, so let's make a website and start some sort of online empire. So after school every night for the next few days, I'd go round to Chris's bit and we'd sit in the loft on the Maguire family computer, putting together a pixel site that would be a one-stop shop for everything the boys would need. However, we quickly realised that we were missing one key ingredient: tits. So we entered an intense research phase to make sure that we could provide the best of the best on the newly created Babes page. The lack of parental controls on the Maguire computer helped us, so I assume I've got you to thank for that, John. However, our computer skills were only in their infancy and we hadn't quite mastered the basics. Just save that in my documents and we'll upload it later. The next day, Mr. Maguire returns home from school and Jenny has some questions about the scantily clad blondes in bikinis saved on his computer. Backed into a corner, it would have been very easy for him to blame me, but he quite simply uttered the words, "Must have been Dad," and scuttled off to his room. I like to think that's the day when he threw his own father under the bus, that an unbreakable bond of friendship was created between the two of us. Here comes the hardest part. I'm going to try and be nice. Firstly, it's a genuine honour for me to be asked to be standing here today as your best man. To look back over the last 25 years or so has been a joy, and both of you have played a massive part in that. To Chris, Ellie knows it, I know it, and so does everyone in this room, but I hope you know how great you are. Nothing seems to faze you, you're selfless to a fault. We've experienced so many firsts together, made good and bad decisions, but it's always been a laugh. I feel incredibly lucky that both our families decided to live in Cairnhill, because our friendship's been one of the best parts of my entire existence. To Ellie, you look stunning today, and you truly are the best thing that's happened to Chris. Since you've been together, you've shown yourself to be such a caring and compassionate person whose friends and family mean the world to her. As a couple, you are the perfect match and complement each other so well. You bring the best out of each other and are always there for those who matter to you. But mainly, you're always up for a fun and you're both the life and soul of the party. So on that note, let's all have a good drink, a good dance and celebrate the new Mr. and Mrs. Maguire to Chris and Ellie.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our newlyweds, the bride and
See the leaves are changing, scattered underneath.